Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you how I make my version of thumbprint cookies, otherwise known as bird's nest cookies. A very old-fashioned cookie, a cross between a shortbread cookie and a sugar cookie, indented with your thumbprint and filled with preserves. These cookies are delicious. Let's get started. In my large bowl, I have 1 cup of room temperature butter. You can use salted or unsalted butter. I always use salted because I like the extra flavor. I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of tightly packed brown sugar. Cream this together until it's nice and smooth. Now it's time to add in 1 egg yolk. Just the egg yolk, not the white, because we don't want these cookies to spread too much while they're baking, and the egg yolk will help keep the cookies from spreading. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Cream it together. It's time to add the dry ingredients. In a separate bowl, I like to sift the dry ingredients. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. 1/4 cup of cornstarch. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Add in half of your dry ingredients. Mix it up. Mix in the rest. The dough may seem a bit dry and crumbly, but this is exactly what you want. If you're having a hard time combining it together, just use your hands. And finish mixing it up. It's time to form the cookies. I like to measure the cookie dough using a tablespoon measure and a 1/2 tablespoon measure, combining them into a ball that I roll with my hands, forming a nice tight ball. I then coat just the top of the cookie in some sugar, indent them with my thumbprints, and then place them onto a wax-lined pan or dish that fits easily into my freezer. I chill them for 1/2 hour, and this helps prevent the cookies from spreading. While the cookies chill, let's get our preserves ready. You can use any type of fruit preserve that you wish. Today, I'm using blackberry jam, marmalade, and strawberry jam. I find that using a 1/2 teaspoon measure works beautifully in filling the crevices of the cookies. This recipe makes 2 dozen cookies, so what I like to do is make 8 of each type. Altogether, the preserves here equal about 1/3 cup. The cookies have been chilling for 15 minutes, so I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I've lined my pan with parchment paper. The cookies have chilled. I've put them on my parchment paper lined pan. I only put 8 cookies on a pan at a time to account for spreading. Using my 1/2 teaspoon measure, I'll simply scoop my preserves and place them in the indents of the cookies. These cookies will bake for 10 to 12 minutes. I find mine bake for exactly 10 minutes, or until the edges become just slightly golden brown. My oven rack is placed right in the middle of the oven. The cookies have finished baking. I like to let them set and cool a little bit on the pan for about 2 minutes before I transfer them over to the countertop, because these cookies can be just a little bit delicate when they first come out of the oven. my version of a classic old-fashioned cookie, the Thumbprint Cookie, or Bird's Nest Cookie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Enjoy. See you again next time.